If you can hear me, let me get a thumbs up. I'm starting a minute early, mainly because of Cece's message, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. But if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a good thumbs up. Good morning. Uh-oh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning blessings. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Lynette. That's who I think I saw in the stream this morning. So if you can hear me, if I can get a thumbs up, please. Here we go. Morning, brother. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Come on in. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button and good morning. Let's see. Brother, if you can hear me, can I get a thumbs up? Everybody come on in the room. Okay. Shelly speaking to everybody. Perfect. So I think y'all can hear me. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So today, y'all pay special attention to the internet because, like Cece said, today is Happy World Naked Gardening Day. So let me just tell y'all something. That's a good one, brother. Let me tell y'all something. There's no need to peruse my channel to see if I'm going to do the naked gardening stuff because I'm not. But I'm going to watch and see what y'all are doing. And maybe if I get some ideas, there's a tiny chance I might do a little something, something next year. But I just need to see what y'all are talking about. Okay. I just need to see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on in. Hit the like button on your way in so that you don't forget. We're not here for it. Right. We won't be doing that here on this channel. I think we were in another stream and Unique said, you know the PG-13 stream ain't doing that. She was absolutely correct. All right. She was absolutely correct. So it might be a little loud. I apologize. My new neighbors, two doors over, they're mowing their lawn. They have the people over here mowing their lawn. They let their, you should have just painted your nails, that nice new, hey, that's a thing. So let me go back and say good morning, habitual. Good morning, that's my art. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Cece. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning, Nisi and everybody that's in the chat so far. So if you know someone that's normally here, hit them up, tell them that we are live this morning. I haven't talked to y'all, well, most of you, and I feels like forever. There have been so many changes, so many things happening. And the reason why we're talking about the weather is because the weather is bipolar. I feel like the weatherman is the one person who could be wrong and still get paid. I mean, can be wrong and still get paid. So I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time to come on in the room. Take the poll if you haven't already. Let me see who all is taking the poll. Where is my poll, by the way? My poll disappeared on me. I see it's down there. But like there are certain weather challenges, and I'm trying to be patient here. Patience sometimes is not my virtue. So let me just switch it because I do know Plant Daddy, he better paint his nails too. I better not see my brother naked up on this internet. Brother, they want to know if you gonna do it. Yeah, no, nobody's hating. Nobody's hating. It's just not for everyone. Okay? Not for everyone. All right. So, what time is it? I'm gonna give everybody a little bit more time. Man, their lawnmowers. Can y'all hear the lawnmowers in the background? They have like the big economy size, big old lawnmowers. Hey Patty, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, you don't hear the lawnmowers? Okay, perfect. You don't hear it. Man, they big though. They got like economy size. And I mean, they take. I wonder what I want to know is my neighbor. Good morning, G Mama. My neighbors over there who used to live there, they moved to the Philippines, and I know that their backyard soil has got to be rich because that man had the biggest garden ever. So I want to know if my new neighbors are gonna have a garden. Because if they are, I'm gonna go knock on their door and say, hey, I garden too. Can we share? Because the other guy used to share. I gotta kind of fill them out first and see what they're about first. I think they're, I don't want to guess it, but from the look of it, they look Asian, maybe. But we're gonna see, cause I know that I saw them with a like, well, brother, it's not too late if that's what you want to do. But I just know I better not see what don't go too far, cause I know you. Ty's in here. I didn't see her. Good morning. If I didn't speak to you already, good morning. Good morning. Am I missing somebody? Yeah, pollinate and hit that like button. We're gonna get started. So, all right, today's gonna be a low key stream. I have we have people doing work here. I don't know if you guys saw the reel, but we're doing some work here. I'm gonna have way more container space for gardening. Um, yeah, Ty's in here. Well, good morning, Ty. I didn't see you in here, but way more container space this morning, um, and all that stuff. And hey, girl, hey. Uh, and I'll show you that. I'm gonna show you some stuff that we have going in. I did, so you don't have Instagram, so you did not see it. I'm gonna give you a little preview. We're gonna go outside as soon as I see them finish in the backyard over there, because it's loud to me. You guys just can't hear it. Um, so yeah, but all right. Here's the thing, right? If you took you're back from vacation, oh, where'd you go? I had a day trip. Hey, Chasm, how are you? I had a day trip, so I don't know if you could. Last year you saw chest and abdomen, and you didn't try to see any more. I just, I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna see what people do. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some legs today. We're gonna see some chest today. We're gonna see some people get a little bold today, and I'm here for it. If that's what floats your boat, you do that. The Outer Banks. Oh, have you ever seen the Outer Banks? What's it called? That fishing show that they used to have on there. I used to watch that a lot, and they used to be in the Outer Banks. I don't remember what it's called. All right. So the weather. Hey, Grumpy. The weather. Your yard still CC. Wow. All right. Let's talk about this weather. It's tricky. Like I said, the weatherman, in my opinion, is one of the only professions that you could be wrong and still get paid for it. And it's kind of alarming, right? Kind of alarming because, like, think about it, right? Yeah, wicked tuna, that's right. Um, 1 minute is hot, the next minute is cold, the next minute is raining all day and all weekend. Like, for example, Cece lives in Texas and she's so used to nice warm weather, but you know what she's getting used to now? She's getting used to these good flooding. And then she was talking about snakes all in the water and fire ants. Man, it's no way. No way at all. You was about to say they can see your nude feet, but the way these folks be acting, you would have to fire them. Listen, you could do some naked feet gardening. Maybe I don't know. I'm undecided. So here's the thing with the weather, right? We had the fall spring, and I did pretty good with the fall spring. Fall spring is essentially a stretch of warm weather, and then spring like temperatures, and then but it's in the late winter, early spring, and it's followed by a return of freezing conditions. We had that. If you had a fall spring, put a one in the chat. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what? I got my hype button here. Let me turn it on. Thank you so much, Patty, for the super chat. So yeah, but so you had a frost spring, one in the chat. So I think the person who's having the roughest season, right? The person having the roughest season has got to be Cece from what I can see with my eyes. She had the fall spring, it took out her plants. Then she's having all this rain and it's flooding her garden. So she's having to do all this extra work. Good morning, Chanel. Good morning, Donzel. Who I think I saw somebody. Good morning, Steph. So the fall spring, right? So it's pouring in certain parts of the world, and I love rain for my garden, but it's not flooding here, and I feel like we're getting rain just on time. So it rained the other day, and that's great, right? So, I think I forgot to do my ground rules. Number one, PG-13 chat. Number two, come on in and hit the like button on your way in. Number three, I love an interactive chat, so you guys can keep chatting. I do try to keep up with the chat as best I can. If you get a little out of control and you talk about things that we don't necessarily talk about, guess what? We will 100% block you or put you on timeout, depends on what you say. And I have some polls that I have ready to drop today. Did I say good morning, Chanel? Good morning, Chanel. So we're gonna do all the things. Come on in and take the poll. Also, we have oh, it's about to get extra loud here today because now I see the workers that are working on my house coming into the back. That man kind of scared me a little bit walking through. Um, hey, Miss Shirley, how are you? So all the things. Right. So I don't know if we fixed the commands, but let's try something real quick. If not, that is just a reminder for me to go in and fix it going forward. So I'm trying this one to see if the commands work today. They were not working last week, so I do have to go in and fix it for my mods. I don't think the commands are working today. So if you're a mod and you're on the computer, just go in and manually drop your channels. Let me give my mods a good shout out. Chanel loves to garden. CC's Texas Garden. Shelly's Homestead Hideaway. Rich Black Man. I don't think I saw Fortune on this morning, but Fortune and Four Seasons Gardens are my mods. They hold me down. Matter of fact, because I see a few of them on this morning, what I'm gonna do is turn off my moderator activity so I can focus today. Um, so yeah, some of the best mods in the land. So we're gonna talk about weather a little bit today. So it was cold when I first came out this morning, right? Now I see the sun coming out. It's like, ooh, look, the sun. And all the things are happening today. I was able to get out and garden some last week. No, brother, the links are still not working. I have time today. It's not too much of a busy day other than a little kid birthday party later. So the links are still not working. So you would have to go in and drop the links manually, sign in. Okay. Yeah. So kudos to the moderation crew. Let me have a sip of coffee this morning. Oh, and in case I forgot, I do have a goal up this morning. It's 53 here. Tomorrow is going to be 50. I think our high for today is like 60s. So it's still kind of chilly to me. But I did go ahead and put some of the plants out. So you guys remember all the tomato plants from last time? A lot of them are either outside or ready to go in someone else's garden. I've been hardening them off. So for the most part, things are hardened off and ready to go in the garden. So we're gonna do some moving around today. I tried to fix. So we switched internet, right? And sometimes it doesn't allow me to go as far as I normally would outside. But we're gonna go outside for a little bit at certain times today, in and out, as I see the sun come out and as I see them done with the lawnmower and stuff like that. And then soon they're gonna be over here pouring concrete. So let me give you a sneak preview as we talk about the weather and the reason why it's so important for me to, yeah, hardening off is sometimes one of the most annoying things to do. So you see, I'm gonna kind of move a little slow this morning to kind of show you guys, and you're probably gonna see or hear the lawnmowers because I'm gonna open the door for a second. So, Steph, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but some of these are yours. See the hardening off? A lot of those are the tomatoes. I have the, let me open this because it looks a little fuzzy. There we go. So you see the hibiscus and thyme. We're gonna share that. Have a pepper plant over there. Then we have some tomatoes here. So I'm gonna do some type of garden tour. Check out my potatoes over there. So hey, Unique. So we got the potatoes, but here's what I kind of wanted to show y'all. So you probably hear the lawnmowers, but check out all this gardening space I'm gonna have, and it's gonna go all the way around to the side of the house, right? So, and look back there. We started back there, so we're doing pretty good. Let me go back in because it's kind of loud out there. But yeah, potatoes, Samwise, and then what I'm gonna do is bring you over here and let you see. So today, at some point, we're gonna tackle this. So we're gonna tackle this. We're gonna leave this, and then we're gonna slightly talk about these. So what I did, remember those what do you call it? The propagating the tomatoes that I cut off last time. You see how almost all of them have roots. Now, here's the mistake that I made. The mistake that I made is I don't know for this or this one and this one. I don't know what tomatoes are which. So if you see, we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a tester with Georgia Peach Nut to see how they ship. If they ship good, we'll ship out some of these. Then I also have some tomatoes that I took out this week that are going into my green stalks. So I have some stuff that are going in green stalks. You see, I kept some rosemary for myself here. I have some okra and some ground cherries. And then Miss Shirley, I see you in the chat, but these are some of the bell peppers that I got from you. And then over here, there are more okra and peppers that we're going to take out a little bit later as well, right here. So we're doing really good. But here's my question of the day. Y'all see my quick snack cucumber? Is it ready? So we'll talk about that. And then we have more tomatoes to harvest back there. I actually need to trim this bush, but and there are more baby cucumbers all in here. But we're doing pretty good this morning. So it's ready. Okay. That cucumber is ready. All right, so we're going to test that a little bit later, but we're going to talk about the weather first because it is tiny cute. Yeah, the quick snack cucumbers are tiny. And as you may have seen, my daughter planted some lettuce. Her lettuce is sprouting slow in the system named after her. So I did a thing last night. I put some seeds in some other pods and I put them in the other system to see if they come up faster, because if they do, I'm going to have to troubleshoot the system named after her to see why it's not coming up as fast as I think it should. Okay, so good morning, Janet Potter. Your bell peppers from Miss Shirley. Yeah, she could sell her seeds. You hear that, Miss Shirley? So yeah, I have a lot of peppers from Miss Shirley that are doing good. We're gonna split some today. I found that when I split, they will. The bell peppers are the giant red because I got both, and both did really, really well. Um, so let's talk about this flooding and everything, right? Let's talk about the flooding, about the false springs and things like that. So false springs are dangerous because when you have like trees that that talk about that they when they break their dormancy and then it gets cold all over again, it affects the way that they fruit. So a lot of people need to think about that whenever they start bringing out their seeds and everything like that. So let me go back and read some of the chat. Um, Yay, quick snack. Okay, looks ready. Your bell peppers from Miss Shirley are doing great too. Okay, people are speaking. Chasm says, I want some quick snack seeds, but they're out of stock. Your Space Master 80s are giving tons of cucumbers. That's great. You got the giant reds. All right. So let me just end this poll. Okay, I'm gonna leave the poll up for a little while longer. If you have not take in the poll. Go in and take the poll. Lots of tornado weather here in Missouri recently. The wind has been crazy. Oh man. So yeah. Steph, since you're in the chat this morning, if you can go out and do a little video of your gardening space. The cucumber is ready to be eaten. After you pray, that's right. Just like my brother says, we're gonna bless it. We're gonna bless it. So I'm gonna take the quick snack. I'm gonna wash it off. We'll eat it on stream because I don't really know exactly how it's supposed to taste yet, but we're gonna find out together. Um, but right, so I was talking to a fellow channel member subscriber about my new space. And I'll be doing a lot of the container gardening this year. And that's why I want to talk about the weather, right? So with containers, we can move stuff around and we can, move it to the sun. And then there's something that I noticed about the sun here and the way the house is. So on the back where I had or have the green stalks in that row here, I noticed that the sun shades it in the morning and in the afternoon it gets all of the afternoon sun. Are they gonna start with this saw? Can you hear the saw? Let me know. So I see them starting with the saw. The workers are very curious as to why I'm sitting back here. They're like staring at me. But I want them to stop with that saw because I can't even hear myself think. So with the containers, you can hear the saw. Okay. Hopefully they don't saw too much. ASM stream. I know all the noises this morning. Um, so where the green stalks are with the um, strawberries on the back side of the house, they only get afternoon sun. Now I'll have the space on the left side that gets all the morning sun, right? So I'm trying to think when I put stuff back, what's gonna go where it gets full morning sun. So you guys know that I have the hibiscus plants. Those I think because those containers are really, really big, need to get the morning and afternoon sun. If I'm right, give me a thumbs up because I'm not sure. I've never grown, well, I have grown hibiscus, but not a great job at it. But I want to do great this year. So hibiscus, I think needs full sun. If you think I'm correct, let's get some thumbs up and hearts so that I know exactly what we're doing here. Hey Forgin, good morning, good morning. Heck yes for container gardening. Look, we're doing art gardening over here. And Steph, I hope you're paying attention because you're also going to need to look for where your sun is, full sun for hibiscus. So it'll go probably in this corner here, but I need to put it to where I don't have to move the container around because I don't yet have a dolly. So, um, you think they will take some shade, but they love the heat. Yeah, I want to put the hibiscus where they mainly get sun. The strawberries and other things, you got the drop on the hot item. What's the hot item? Let me know. So yeah. Then um Aldi has a trellis for under $9. Hmm. I don't know how long they're gonna be cutting, but this is annoying to me, but I'm gonna be patient because I'm getting what I want, which is more container space, right? More container space, not gonna complain. Let me end this poll so that we can see. You can hear? Yeah, we got a straight ASM stream this morning. All the noises for everything. In this poll. All right. So, what's bothering what spring challenge? False spring warm ups, spring drought for some people. I guess it depends on where you are. Late frost after planting, too much rain, flooding. Okay, feedback. Feedback on me. You wish you had an Aldi near me. Your friend got some magnet lights from there. Yeah, I have to. So I want to make my garden in the back super duper. Congratulations. This is just a remodel for some container space. We actually haven't started the remodel in the house. That I think they start demo in about a month and a half. So we'll be doing some things pretty soon. So we're talking to, so how many of you guys, your last frost date was your last frost date? So my last frost date, I think the internet told me was supposed to be like April 15th or so, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. But whatever it was not true for me. So I had to do some research, and they say that sometimes your last frost date, that's only like a 50% true chance. Now, I know a lot of people have been going by that last frost date for a long time. So, like, I would think that your last frost date is gonna be you want to is your last frost date over the years. This has been true, tried, and tested, but this year has just been a fluke. So, Steph, I see you. I do have bell peppers for you. Um, so you still got a frost afterwards. A heart in the chat if you got frost after your last frost date this year. Your last frost date was actually before it was supposed to be. Oh, that's nice. But Fortune, aren't you like having like a lot of heat? In general, wait. In general, you Maryland zone. I think you're 7B. The best plant is a non-cold hardy after Mother's Day. Yep. Your last frost date was yesterday, but you're still having nights in the 30s and 40s. Our nights are in the 40s. So far, good on the last frost date, but we're supposed to get down to 34 tonight. That's unfortunate. I still got frost after the last frost date. Patty got last frost. Miss Shirley, your last frost date was April the 21st to the 26th. Non-stop rain and cold. Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. So we haven't had any frost since around April 20th here. Um, CC, like I said, your garden, I think, has gone through the most, I'm going to say, gardening emotional changes that I've seen in a very long time. I be sitting here like, oh man, she having it rough over there. But you know what though? She a trooper because she keep going, she just keep playing, and she just keep rebounding. So kudos to you, CC, for that. Fortune says it's been hot and it has been cold, but you have to adjust for three bears. You don't have the just right yet. It's coming. No frosting zone 6-7. I hear you, brother. I hear you. It's been rough in Texas. Yeah, Cece. Yeah, you like just the idea of coming out. Yeah, Texas strong. I guess. I guess. So you guys are doing all the things. Let me reset this poll. I'm gonna reset it a little bit. We hit one of the goals this morning. I think we're still gonna do a giveaway tomorrow. I'm not gonna tell you what the giveaway is, but I think we're gonna try to just hit like four more. We got one so far today, so I am keeping track. Um, so we're gonna do a giveaway tomorrow. We hit four more of the super chats today. Can't tell you what the giveaway is, but it's gonna be something special. All right. So reset the goal. You're not late. You're not late. You're just on time. So let me just make this PSA. Next weekend is Mother's Day. I won't be here. I'll be in South Carolina with my grandmother and my mother. So we won't stream next weekend. And if I do stream, it'll be from her house. Um, so let's see. When you say morning sun, how many hours does that mean? My last frost date was pretty on point this year. When I say morning sun, the sun comes up around 6:37 and I can see it in those areas for a good 6 hours or so. Like it's pretty sunny on that side all morning. It used to be crazy Texas spring, so Tennessee weather is a breeze. Good morning, Miss T. Welcome in, welcome in. No Garden Gals chat either. Good. Thank you for the notification. So yeah, we're doing all the things. Like I said, I hope it's not too loud because they do have the saw back here. If you have Instagram or TikTok, you can go over there and see my reel. You can kind of see what they're doing on the outside. We're starting on the outside and then working our way inside with some of the renovations and things. So this man done turned some music on out there. I'm gonna tell him to turn it off for a little while because we can't have this. 1 second. Well, you know what? Can y'all hear his music? Because I can hear his music. It's bothering me, but it might not be bothering y'all. Yes, it's me. Good morning. You can't hear the music? Okay. Because I'm not trying to be copyright from his music this morning. But anyway, so they're playing music and doing all the things. And I'm going to leave them alone because I want them. He can vibe. I want them to finish this as soon as possible so I can move my stuff back. That's what I want. Everything is everywhere on the outside. Um, yeah, we're gonna leave the help alone. We're gonna leave them alone. So yeah, we're not liking this weather. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't like the weather. Y'all seen my cabbages? They are. Let me see if I can find it. My cabbages are something special this year. And what are we doing here? Finally, some chill and so yeah, he gonna jam with his music out there. And finally, my cabbages are doing good. So some of my brassicas did bolt. So that's what happens. So I had about all of my pak choi bolted, right? So the pak choi bolted, two of the collard greens bolted, but I still have about, I want to say, three collard green plants. I have four cabbages that are tight and looking really good. Based on the weather, I think I'm gonna have to harvest probably next week because we're gonna get into the 80s next week, and I don't want those to bolt. But what I'm also gonna do is at some point this weekend, I'm gonna go into my green stalks and um, start planting seeds. So I'm gonna put green beans in its chest. Good morning, Lady Mensa. Um, you haven't mastered habitual hobby says I haven't mastered cabbage yet, but your broccoli is showing out. Okay, okay. Your broccoli looks amazing. Good morning, Lady Mensa. So if they start dancing out that, for sure, I will turn the camera and let you see. Brassicas are a memory for you. Well, they doing good here. Is the choy good when it bolts? I don't know. I gave it away because I didn't want to. What happens is if something bolts, because I don't want to disturb my buds, I'm gonna tell you how I am, and this is for me. If something bolts and it's gonna get bitter, I'd rather not try it when it's bitter because then it'll turn me off from planting it in the future. So I know somebody that I work with that actually likes choy, so I did not keep it. I gave it to a coworker. I'll plant it on the inside maybe, and I have those little purple choice that I'm probably gonna grow inside in the hydroponics just to make sure I like it. Just you guys are chatting up a storm. How you doing, Chris? Good morning. Nisi says something was eating my cabbages. I just got back last night, and you're going out there to check on things. Okay. Chasm says you're still waiting for your fall broccoli to go to seed. You think you're finally seeing the pods. Are you keeping seeds from it? What type of broccoli is it? One of your Brussels sprouts tried to bolt, but you cut the top off. He was like a Titan from okay from Game of okay. So yeah, I've had some. I have one collard green out there that's bolted. I'm leaving it for the yellow flowers. I want all the pollinators to come on in. Um, oh, they're pouring concrete. So let me just show you guys the update. Oh, I don't have the little green worms. So check out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go out in the back, you guys. I didn't think they were gonna pour the concrete so early. So I don't know if you can see. So I can't step back there. I thought they were gonna like maybe they did that part yesterday where they what do you call it when they like tamp down and do all that other stuff. But yeah, we can't go out there. Thank you for the star. That's my art. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just move this around because I want you guys to see what they're doing. And then you see all my green stalks and containers over there on the side. And but yeah, we're doing all the things. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to put everything back within like a week or so. But the weather has helped me out and hurt me all at the same time. So helped out and hurt all at the same time. So based on them pouring that concrete, we can't go outside today. But I have plenty to do inside, so it's not a problem. Um, so yeah, we're getting it together. Oh, um, something is wrong with my eye. My eye is jumping. What does it mean when your eye jumps? My grandmother has a superstition for that. All right, let's talk about the weather some more. It's kind of boring talking about the weather, but when I put the topic up, it was because I was a little teed off about the weather. Because it was supposed to rain here all weekend and it didn't. Well, it's not gonna rain now. Now it's gonna rain next week. Um, Growing with Selena. Hi, I love watching your podcast. You talk about the weather, and I'm confused. And my collard greens, they look funny. Do I give them full light or some shade? Selena. So here's the thing about the weather and collard greens. Collard greens generally don't like to be in too much sun because they'll bolt, meaning they'll get a little bitter and you'll have the flowers growing at the top. So keep them watered. They like sun. You want to make sure that they have sun. Photosynthesis is how your leaves and everything are going to grow, but you want to give them a little bit of shade. They don't want to be too hot. So make sure, and if you live somewhere where they're getting full sun, try to, um, if you have like a shade cloth, put the shade cloth over it and good luck. So one of my mods, Shelly, she grows collard greens all throughout the spring and summer. I'm going to say that she's the first person that I've actually seen grow collard greens in the summer going all the way through the fall and all of that. I've never actually seen that before. The way I grew up, my grandmother only grows collard greens in like the fall, winter time. So yeah, try that. And thank you for the podcast. For those of you that have been watching the podcast and commenting and giving me feedback, I love all the comments. So thank you for that. I think we have Lady Miss in the room. She was on the podcast. Shelly, Cece, they were all on the podcast. I have who do I have coming up? So to give you guys a sneak preview, um, Broke Farmer will be coming up. Um, Gary Pilarchik from the Rustic Garden we have coming up, um, and a few others we have coming up on the podcast. So thank you to everybody that loves the podcast. Let me just answer a question on stream while I'm thinking about it. Fortune asked me, how do I figure out who I interview on the podcast, right? This is how I did it this time. This for season one, this is how I did it. Season one, I did a video in January. I think it dropped January 1st. And I announced that I was doing a podcast. And I said in that video, drop it in the comments if you would like to be on the podcast because I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go. For those that commented, I reached out to them. And if they replied, for the most part, if they replied, I sent them an email. So there's one person in the pipeline that replied that we have her scheduling coming up, but and then some of the others I just chose based on time. I chose based on if they had the type of space and surrounding to where they could sit and do the podcast. So yeah, that's how we figured out. And I've been looking at a few channels to pretty much see what other people are doing. So for example, we had the Fresh Princess on. Thank you for the floating heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you for that. You want to come out and say hello? Hi, good morning. All right. So once you watch it on YouTube, hop on over to Apple Music, uh, not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and it's there too. So that is a little tidbit about the podcast, and that's how we did it. Um, Season one will only be about 12 episodes, so I only have a few episodes to record left. And then I'm going to go back to doing the normal gardening stuff as we prepare for season two. So, season two, I'll start sending out fillers to people. Um, and if you think you would make a great podcast participant, you can always email me and we'll chat about it. Like I said, it also goes on time spacing and if you have the proper laptop and all that other stuff. Right, Shelly? Thank you, Chanel. Um, you say I'm kicking the weathers in my garden, looking even beautiful with the cold weather is starting northeast. Yeah, the weather has been great for me off and on. Um, Good morning, pretty girl. She'll say good morning back. She'll, knowing that she's not nervous anymore, she's gonna come back and do some stuff. Yeah, she's ready to become the star. Happy Naked Gardening Day. You'll see. Okay, Fortune, we'll see you later. See you later. Mia, good morning. Good morning, Mia. Yeah, yeah. We keep it PG-13 over here, you guys. I won't read or those type of words, but yeah. So yeah. So here's the thing, right? We're going back to weather. And here's what I want to know for those experienced and not so experienced gardeners. So I'm gonna put another poll up. So Lady Miss is saying, so Lady Miss and I, we have the same. Good morning, Asia. We have the same gardening zone. So she says the day temps have been great, but our nights haven't been holding up. Yeah, it gets pretty cold at night. Um, so yeah, Asia, it's all good, Asia. I know exactly what you meant because it happens over here all the time. Um, Insects love me. You can never go naked out in the garden. We're not going naked out in the garden over here, y'all. So happy naked gardening to all of y'all. But we're not doing that over here on this channel. Okay? Um, they need everybody speaking in Asia. So yeah, if you have not watched the podcast, Asia's podcast episode is the most popular so far, even on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Go check it out. Also check out her garden. Also, Lady Mensa. Everybody, go check out the podcast. It's on 3 different platforms. So there's no excuse. All right. So yeah, for me, the weather has been kicking my butt, right? And when it's cold, I don't know about anybody else, I don't like cold weather. I don't like to go outside in cold weather. I just don't like it. So I stand inside and I look outside, but what has been keeping me grounded are my hydroponic systems, right? So here's the thing that we're going to distinguish, right? Has a um let's put this up. And I think it has false spring ever damaged your garden? Question mark. Right? So and the fall spring has also affected me. I'll tell you how in a few minutes. Um, and then let me add a few. And one more. All right, so I'm going to start this poll. The fruits are mainly talking about trees, you guys, on that one. Growing with Selena, I love to get in the garden because the bees are not out. Love it. My bees are out. So you know all the like the dandelion flowers and all of that stuff? Listen, they are out here with all of the weeds and grass that have flowers. They out here loving it and I love them. I just want them to leave me alone. Like, bee, I'm out here. I'm not bothering you, so you don't bother me. And that's how I feel about the bees. What I was thinking of was putting one of those little um, containers with rocks outside so that the bees can have some water. But I'm gonna sit it not in the direct vicinity of where I'm gonna be because I can't be getting stung by bees out here. So let's take the poll. Take the poll. You wanna come out? What? Just say it. I don't know what he wants. 1 second, you guys. Oh, for them? Okay. Sorry, y'all. Um, what is naked gardening? It's where people go outside, half dressed in the garden, and post pictures and videos. Okay. And I'm not doing that. So we're not doing that over here. I saw, I think, one picture so far this morning. I think it was Fortune's husband, but he wasn't. He just had like a fruit and he had it close to his chest. But we're not doing that over here. Let's go back. So, late frost, late spring frost, what to watch out for, right? Um, I think we're past that, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit so we could be prepared, right? So, late frost, a light frost is 29 to 32 degrees. Most of your brassicas, like my brassicas, they like it. Yeah, spicy, something spicy for gardeners. So the light frost damages tender annuals and new growth, and a hard freeze is 25 to 4 degrees, right? I don't think we had that. But I'll tell you what happened. I thought we were done with the frost. So, I was hardening stuff off, and I left some stuff out there hardening it off. And when I came outside, it looked bad, really, really bad. So I'm on the rebound over here. When it got to like the bad frost, what I did a couple weeks ago, y'all know I still have my frost cover out there on the brassica bed. So I brung over the frost cover, and when it was just a light frost, what I did for my protection was I didn't protect. I took the frost cloth off, and um, I let my brassicas get a light frost because it makes your leaves on your plants a tiny bit sweeter. So that's what I did. It was snowing, light flurries this morning. Oh my goodness, what zone are you in? Like, where are you at that you are having snow still? You got your very first banana blossom, fourth year plant. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? How are you? Good morning. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And as far as like the weather, some of these peppers and tomatoes, they don't like the cooler temperatures, but they're not coming back inside. So far, one thing that I left outside that I shouldn't have was an okra plant. It's gone to glory. We gonna pray for her to be up there with all her okra friends. She gone. We don't have her no more. Okay? Um, okay, sounds good, Janet Potter. She is sunshine. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Um, so yeah, that's what I did. I had some plants out there. Yeah, that's right, brother. They went to the upper room. Okay. Those seedlings that are outside right now, they're not coming back in this house. They good and hardened off, and all they're waiting for now is to go out in the garden. The celery likes the cold weather, or likes cool weather. It's fine. The celeries are a little bit root bound. Your okra and your green stalks are still holding on. Mine's aren't. You lost all your tomato plants about 5 years ago. You will only plant them in mid to late May. I have some. You're learning the colors to wear. I have some tomato plants out. I'm gonna finish planting them out today. Um, I planted some peppers out last week. You see the smile on his face? It's because I planted some peppers in my enclosure. So when I do my garden tour, I'll explain all of the peppers that have been planted. A lot of them are for the challenge, some of them are not in the challenge. With the extra container space here, we're going to put a lot of peppers in containers too. You think so Selena's saying, I think I have protected more because I have things in smaller pots right now, egg cartons and before the green stalk. Okay. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel, new to the live stream, if you could just hit the thumbs up and subscribe for me, we appreciate it. There's lots of different types of content here. So we like all the new people coming in this morning. Love it, love it, love it. Peppers do great in containers. What size containers are you growing in? Um, you're harvesting tomatoes. The peppers are, that's right, Chanel. The peppers are back in the happy place. I think you may have seen some of them. Yep, yep, they're back. The hot sauce bottles. We're getting ready for the pepper challenges. I have the peppers lined up. You grow 2 or 3 peppers per 30-gallon containers. I don't know if I have any 30-gallon containers. So I want some of the peppers to not get as big. So I'm gonna put them in some 5-gallon containers. Some of them. I have some marigolds and a snail roll that I'll be putting in the thing. So I have not purchased, knock on wood, have not purchased any plants yet from the big box store. I said yet because it's a possibility that I may not have all the plants that I need. Okay, so it is a possibility. Um, so Jamie, 37th Life, Lake Norman, North Carolina, your 7th winter after returning from Hawaii. Wow, your century plant is doing good. That's great. The volume is not good. Let's see. This happened to me the last time we streamed. It might be this magnet on my mic, or it might not be. So I'm just going to move the mic for you guys. Is that better? Let me know. You can't wait to get the peppers out of your kitchen. Listen here. The peppers, Chanel has a whole garden inside her kitchen. Her outside garden is inside. You put, oh, that's funny. You put, okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Um, okay, so the question is, Farmer Chaz, what is my favorite seed starting method? Full transparency, um, hydroponics, this is my first time. However, I think direct sowing is my favorite. So I can go in, put the seeds in, but the hydroponics is running a very, very close second. I'm gonna tell you the main reason why I don't why hydroponics I love it because it's a cheat code. The main reason why it's not my favorite is because the pods, and I think we talked about this last stream. The pods, they get stuck in your soil. They don't, they're not biodegradable, and I kind of don't like the pods in my garden. So every year I'm gonna have to spend time getting the pods out. But hey, it's working for me, and that's why I'm doing it. So let's see. Let me go back to the chat really quick. It hopped on me. Um, Topping in Q, yeah, we lost tomatoes. All your squash died on the fall spring. Delayed seeds saved us a little. Okay, you love to direct sow too. Yeah, I love direct sowing. We're gonna be direct sowing a little bit later. Well, I am not with you guys because I have to go around to the front. I don't want to walk through the house. Um, you're thinking of doing that for your mom, Chanel. She lives in an apartment, so she wants to grow some herbs and vegetables. Okay. Everybody's saying they like to direct sow too. I don't think you guys were expecting me to say that, right? Ty says she threw all her plants outside 2 days ago. You gotta let them sink or swim. Let them listen to Erica Badu. You're right. So some of these are going outside today, right? So you need to sow some succession lettuce like yesterday. I don't have any lettuce going. I planted some extra lettuce in hydroponics. So I think I told you guys before, we're not doing any lettuce outside. All my lettuce is going to be in hydroponics. And it's mainly because I don't like having to, it's a me thing. I don't like having to wash off all the soil and stuff from my lettuce here. I can go give it a quick rinse off and I'm good, right? So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. But we talked about weather a lot this morning, the fall springs, the flooding. How many of you guys are having flooding? Cece has flooding. I would not be able to deal with the flooding that she's having. I would be standing inside watching the flooding. I'm not going outside in the flooding. I don't do that. Okay? Not gonna do it. Um, the lettuce I have right now is the best looking lettuce you've ever grown. Lettuce is hard for you? Oh, well, congratulations. Congratulations to you. The lettuce that I had over the winter was wonderful. You you consider doing lettuce and green stalks too equals clean harvest. So the issue that I have with growing green stalks and lettuce, and this is a mistake that I had when I first got my green stalk, I put too many seeds in the pocket. So my lettuce was like very, very tiny. I did not like that. I did not like that. Good thing you can swim. Good thing you can swim, CC. Because I'm looking at your garden and even like wading through the water with all the insects and stuff. And then CC hit us with the she has flooding and then there could be snakes crawling in the water. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no. CC need a mouse for her need a snake for her mouse problem. Yeah, CC, what did you do about that? Good morning, Jamia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Okay. She's Shelly said, "Oh no, not snakes in the waiting water. Nope." Yeah, Cece with her soon to have tiny house. Yeah, it's a like look to each his own, but it's snakes. It's a no for me, dog. When I tell y'all, if you see a snake in my backyard, you also gonna see a fire because we setting some stuff on fire over here. Cause like, aren't snakes afraid of some fire? We gonna call the fire department, or you gonna see a fire. We're not doing that. You bred and raised snakes. I'm scared of them. We're not having flooding, but you have to go through all the poor standing out in water, plant bases. That's good. Rainwater. Yeah, I got buckets now. You just fed your snakes. See, Asia, we the same. We the same. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. So yeah. Um, but yeah, anybody else have any huge weather problems that we were talking about? We're excited for the spring. If you're having extreme rain, so here's what we also decided about the rain and the spring and all that other stuff. So y'all know I have a solar um, snakes move faster in water. No, thank you. You seeing a snake under your porch and I was cleaning it out. Oh my God, what does it mean? I don't know what it means. Good luck to you. No, thank you. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. So they say like snake keeps out like all of the mice and stuff. I'm glad we got stray cats over here. I don't want to see no snake. We gonna have some bonfires. Okay, bonfires. Angela Calloway, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, Ty said it means you stay from under your porch. I agree with that. You stay from under that porch. We're not doing that, okay? Your dog watched all your garden snakes. Mm-mm. We're not doing it. All right. So that's my art says. I just want to pick a temperature and stick with it. We all feel that way. We all feel that way. Here's a few things I don't do. I don't go out there when it's extremely hot. I don't go outside when it's extremely cold. I love going out in the morning times. So before I logged in this morning, I took a walk around the garden to see what we're gonna have. I am gonna tell you guys, super duper. I'm gonna tell you why I'm so excited about the new paving around the house before we start the construction inside. Yesterday, I'm doing all the things. I'm looking on the Greenstock website, looking at all the colors. I really want the blackberry to come back. It's not coming back. That's my favorite color. Well, y'all, for those of you that don't know me personally, on a personal level, I've had some issues with, things going on in life. So I've been a little down lately, not very motivated to go outside sometimes. And I haven't been here a lot. I travel a lot. And when I'm traveling, I have people looking after my garden. So, with all of the space, my spouse likes the look of the green stalk. So, you know what he said? For Mother's Day, here's my card, order two more. So, we're going to have two more green stalks coming that will be around the space around the garden. And what I like about it is I can just pretty much wheel them around and now I get to plant more things in addition to the containers that I'm already gonna have. So what I would like for people to do, let me end this poll really quick. That was AI. No, it wasn't. We ordered it yesterday. So hopefully they will be here sometime in the next week or so. Um, so yeah, she said, "Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right." So that made me very, very happy. Here we go with this saw again, y'all. I'm sorry. Shut the front door, Chaz. Yes. One second, y'all. He almost done. All right, he's done. All right. So we have the containers. Then I think, yeah, Thursday I was in Atlanta for the day, and we were in Atlanta for the day, and the rose bush that was on the side that I thought we were gonna have to get rid of, he saved, well, we hope he saved the rose bush. He went and got one of those wine barrel containers and soil and compost. He dug up the rose bush. He put it in the container on the other side of the house. So we were able to save one of the rose bushes from the side as well. So I'm extremely happy today because not only did we save the rose bush, we got two green stalks too, two more. And I got raspberry if anybody was wondering. So now I have the lemon, the blackberry, and raspberry. Is being married stressful? It is not. I think that was the question. It is not. She says spouse is really showing out. I love this view. I love this for me too. I love this for me too. I don't know. Oh, it's because I didn't have my light. So if I didn't read anything, I'm sorry. I did not see it. You've been dropping hints all week. You got to drop all the hints, Miss JK. Drop all the hints. Drop all the hints, okay? So what we're going to do in the second part of the stream, y'all know I have all these plants over here. I'm going to pick the cucumber, but this is not an advertisement, but I want to show y'all something. This is Maxi Bloom, and remember I was just using A and B in my hydroponic system. I was just using A and B before, um, and I'm not using just A and B anymore. For some reason, things are coming up slow on my phone and not here. So the Wickershire says poisonous snakes, non-venomous snakes. Oh, I'm not even really thinking about these snakes over here. Nisi said I snuck the pink green stalk in. I hear that. Okay, you didn't grow your sweet potato slips. Gotcha. All right. Have to run. Thank you, Asia. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let me just show y'all something real quick. And I even noticed a difference in the taste. I'm gonna switch you guys around a little bit. We're gonna transplant some things today. So the reason why I bring this up is because for my hydroponics, I've only used this in one, and that's the Garden Cubes system CC, right? I have noticed, let me fix you guys up here a little bit. I've noticed the difference in even how the fruit tastes. So hold on one second, y'all. My chat is super delayed. I don't want to do top fans. I want to look at all the chat on my phone. I'm gonna just go with it. If it seems like I'm a little delayed on my end, because on my phone I am. So just so you guys know. But I've noticed a difference, and I've been putting this in this system. That might be why that cucumber came out as fast as it did or as big as it did. Tastes much better. So what I've been doing is I read the instructions, of course, and I've been feeding that hydroponic system um, with the Maxi Bloom. Put it in a gallon of water. I let it, do whatever it needs to do. feed that system, and that's how I've been watering that system. Anything that I have inside of the any that I have left, I go outside and I water my outdoor plants with it. So I think planting during a planting weekend, that's right. So I do watch your post, Lady Mensa, and that's how I keep up with whether I should be planting certain things or not. I give it a shot, and I'm keeping track with um, all of the things, right? All right, so what's the NPK ratio on the bag? All right, hold on. Let me go back. Being married is a partnership unlike any other. That's right. You just have to respect one another. Good morning, Foxy Brown. Um, but no. So the test is working. Cece, go ahead. Take a bite. Gotcha. Hey Gina, how are you? Thanks for coming in. What's the NPK on the bag? All right. The NPK on the bag is 5, 15, 14. I think it's backwards when you see it. So 5, 15, 14. And that's what we've been using in this system. I've been using it for about a month, maybe a month or so. And what I'm going to try next is for the kohlrabi, I'm going to try the Maxi Grow. So I'm going to stop using A and B on the plants that are fairly big. That was the decision that I decided to make, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to let this sit before I water it. So I did that so that I could show you guys. I didn't want to forget. I know Cece is going to remind me to water her system before the stream is over. 1 second. All right. So I know Cece's going to remind me, but what I want to do is I moisten some soil. You know, I have it sitting down on the floor. I have some containers here. And over here I have some ground cherries. I think for the most part all of the tomatoes are out. And I think it's mostly peppers. Some of the peppers we're gonna split, right? Some of the peppers we're gonna split. At first on stream this morning, let me tell y'all, I was gonna grind up some peppers, and then I thought about it, and I even have some waiting to be ground up. I thought about it. I'm not really trying to choke myself out this morning, so I'm gonna do that later off stream. I might even go outside to do it. You haven't even started any? No. So Maxi Grow and Maxi Bloom are two different things. Let me show you. Um, so they're made by General Hydroponics, both of them. Um, for me, and what I've been told is Maxi Grow is mostly for your leafy vegetables. Maxi Bloom is for your fruiting vegetables. So, like I said, I just wanted to try it to see what happened, and that is essentially what we're gonna do. So I noticed that with the weather and doing all this planning, I failed to do a couple things, and that is, good morning, the Nichols. So you could do Maxi Grow until you see bloom, and then Maxi Bloom or Maxi Bloom to develop bloom. Yeah, I think you can, Ty. So I could probably use Maxi Grow just to get it to be as leafy and as green as possible. And then I think I could switch over. You have volunteer ground cherry plants. I'm not planting any of these ground cherries in the ground because I don't want them popping up everywhere over here. So yeah, I haven't tried the Maxi Grow yet, but I think Jacqueline at Four Seasons Garden does it. So, yeah, I think she uses it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna let me put this over on the side because we're not doing this morning. I can't be in here coughing and stuff. So I have my seeds out. You use bloom once you see a bloom. Okay, so Unique, you use the same thing. Good morning, Lisa Harris. Good morning, everybody. If you're just coming in, please do hit the like button. Can I use bloom for your hydroponic strawberries? Absolutely, and that's what I was gonna say. When I put strawberries in the system, the seeds, then that is what I'm gonna use, right? Good morning, Mr. Desmond. How are you doing? Okay, so we got a lot of new people coming in. All right, so let me get started. I don't want to get behind. I have a lot of stuff to do today. And now I'm trying to figure out, I'm used to going in and out of the back. It's going to be quite a journey to get stuff done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to up pot a lot of these peppers, split some of the peppers, and do those things. Let me move some stuff out of my space here. And yeah, that's right, Steph. Go Bird. Love that for you. Thank you, Steph. So, all right. So just so, and before you ask, the two green stalks will bring me up to 6. Okay? So there'll be 6 and they'll be wheeling and dealing all around the house. So it's going to be great. And what we're going to do is you use Super Thrive brand, but yes, you grow from bloom. Okay. Gotcha. So what I'm going to do here is take out some soil from the container, and let me make sure I have everything I need. Soil, plants, all I really need. And then I'm also going to feed in a few of these systems. So I did break the number 5. I thought he said 1, but when he said 2, I said enough of that. Next thing you know, I'll have 10, which is 2 times 5. Good morning, Brooke. How are you? So let's see. Just going to go in and fill some of these things. And you know that I'll go in and I'll bottom water the soil. I cleaned out some of my 10-20 trays so that I could have some space for it. Like I said, some of these peppers are mine, some are not, some are going into other people's gardens. So we did good this morning. All right, this soil is not as wet as I thought it would be. I'm tempted to pour some more water on it just because I think I am. It's all right. Nope, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm very indecisive from time to time. Don't judge me, folks. Don't judge me. So we have a few. Let me pour some more water in here. And I want to get my other tripod. 1 second. So do this a little bit better this morning. Do this a little bit better this morning. Um, Example 10, 5, 5 NPK, flip on the bloom and fruit. General standard, we know available higher end. We just cause the leaf growth. Higher end is excellent for leafy greens. Okay. Super Thrive Organic. I'm not sure. Okay, we got this one on. All right. We're going to get it together this morning, y'all. 1 second. Let me switch y'all over to the other tripod. See if we can get it together. All right, here we go. What are we planning today? We're taking stuff out of this hydroponic system and putting it in this one. So this one here has ground cherries, scotch bonnets, a couple okra, scotch bonnets, giant macarons. Let me bring you in a little closer. Good morning, Four Seasons. How are you? So this is what we're looking at. You made it to work. Hello again. Hello. I got some giant red peppers from Miss Shirley. So we have a lot of different things over here this morning. So we're gonna do all the things, but what I want to do first is wet my soil a little bit more. Good morning, Bayou. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody hit the like button on your way in for me, lower this a little bit. Wrong way. So down here is where I have. So I think I said it before, and somebody wanted to debate with me about pouring water on the soil. I do it because I want the hydroponic roots to be used to wet soil when I transplant them. It gives them less shock, right? So less shock. All right, that's better. Much, much, much better here. So no problem. 4 seasons, no problems, no problems. So I wet it because I want it to have less shock. I don't really have any tomatoes to kind of like propagate this morning. So this should be easy peasy with the exception of splitting some of the. Oh, they're not staying in the system with the Shire. The reason why I started them there so that I can have a head start, and then most, if not all, actually all of them are going outside. The hydro is something like a nursery. The hydro system is basically what I use to help me start them, and then I transfer them all over to soil. I harden them off, and then they go outside. Some will stay here. A lot will go to others. So if you check out my channel, you'll notice that I work in a lot of other people's gardens. And one of the goals for me this year was to not have them buy plants from the big box store. The goal was to grow the plants for them to save them money so that they don't have to buy the plants from the big box store. So, yeah, so we're filling up the soil. You tried that when you mentioned that doing that and it's working for your peppers and strawberries from hydroponics, keeping them moist. Yeah, you got to keep them moist. Aero hydro makes you nervous. Why does it make you nervous? Why does it make you nervous? At first, I was nervous. Well, I take that back. I wasn't nervous at first. I was nervous when it came down to splitting roots, cutting roots, doing all those things. That is what made me uneasy. Um, and then now I'm not as uneasy. So we go aquaponics. I'm moving to just feed the fish. Okay. All right. So we got 4. Let me do one more because I'm gonna do a lot at once. I think some people are saying hello and some people are saying bye. I don't know if I said hello, but hello, Lisa Harris. Welcome in. I have like a frog in my throat this morning. All right. So the first thing we're gonna take out. I like to take out the tallest plants first, so that way I can lower my light. I like the peppers to take out first. This is a Thai chili. There are 2 of them in here. I am going to try to split it. So hydro is just another way to get great garnish. That's true. Do I have my tags? I do have my tags. So I like to split the pepper plants when they're this size or a little bit smaller because it's easier for me to get through the roots. When you let them get too big or certain plants get too big, it is very hard to get through some of these roots. Uh, I was nervous about hydroponics, but watching Jacqueline from 4 Seasons makes it look easy. So, okay. Habitual. Who eats frogs? Because I don't. How long can lettuce stay in the hydroponic system before you have to replant? It should say it on the pack. I think I went maybe 70 to 90 days. It depends on Check it out. Nice, out and clean. It it depends on, I think, the type. I think it depends on the type. So, these plants normally look sad when I split them, but I'm gonna try my best to split them. This one is very close, so I don't know how we're gonna do here. Oh, no, frog in my throat mean I have something in my throat. So here's what I've been doing. You see, I have these little snips here. So this one came right out. See, I'm actually, to save some of the roots, I don't know how close I can get so you guys can see it. And it's gonna look sad the first day, but so that they both get the equal amount of roots, because I don't know which roots are which, I'm essentially just splitting it right down the middle. Equal opportunity over here. Y'all remember when I first started doing the hydroponics, and every time I would either have to split or take them out of the baskets, I used to have to turn away from the camera because it would make me nervous. So check it out. And then I essentially, come over here. What I did was, the reason why you saw me sticking my thumb down in there is because I wanted to make the same size hole as the um, pod. Stick one down in there, and I'm gonna cover them and tighten them in, and then put them in water and lights. So put them in water and lights. I'm just gonna stand it straight up, cover it in. All right. So the only thing that I did not do was my labels, which I'm gonna do right now, so I know what is what. Try to make it nice and tight. All right. So let me just grab some labels here. But yeah, who's a pro at it? Oh yeah, I'm trying to be a pro at it. Mods, can you grab that one person, please? I saw it, but the chat is moving and I don't want to block anybody by mistake. So this is Thai chili. I know one is for here. Oh, so that's funny you say that, Unique. You say you remove them, meaning you take them out of the pods? Thank you, brother. So I have the Thai chili here. Mad at habitual P are outperforming mine. She has flowers already. That's great. That's great. Yeah, hydroponics did look complicated, but I noticed that they're not. All right, so we got one out. So we got two plants. Looks better than the big box store to me. Just gonna put them over here, right under the grow lights. I'm gonna move my rosemary down. So I transplanted my rosemary yesterday. Check it out. I had it in water. I waited for it to get roots in water, and then I put it in soil last night, and it looks good so far. Let me move these over. Make room. Okay. All right. You started hydroponics first. Has more scared of growing outside. Okay, you're learning. Look, that's what the garden community is for, is to learn from everybody. So yeah. All right. So the next tallest pepper is, looks like it's all the ones in the back. And there's two in this one too. This is a giant Marconi. So check out this. Giant Marconi. It looks pretty good. Very strong. I did have a fan on these, so they're even stronger than what it may seem. You think you're gonna do so? Who said? Foxy Brown says she thinks she'll do herbs. I've done herbs in mine as well. Most of my herbs right now are outside hardening off inside of the outside on the little deck back there. So this is a giant Marconi. The roots on this one. So check it out. The root on this one is kind of thick. I don't know if you can see. Zoom in. You do much better outdoors. You like hydroponics, but you set it and forget it. Yeah, I keep a check on mine only because I'm on the back porch a lot. But you know that I've also shut down 2 systems so far, and um, once I'm done growing a lot of transplants, the big 66 system, I'm probably gonna shut down. I'm not gonna run it. I'm running it mainly because I needed a lot of plants in a small amount of time. So that's why I made that investment in myself. Oh, you know Broke for a while? Yeah, Broke's been out here for a while. So this one, check out these roots, came straight out. All right. So I'm trying to make sure I get them to where they're completely separated so I don't make a oopsie and then cut slanted. So I'm trying to go straight down the middle, give them a fighting chance. And I think I told y'all before, when I first take these out and I do this, they look sad. And when I first did it, I panicked and I called a fellow gardener. I I called Jacqueline and I was like, I think I killed this plant. But I didn't, and it survived and it's outside in the garden and it's doing great. Can I just tell you? So, um, Des, I could tell you what I use and I could tell you my favorite. The ones that I have a let pot, I have two A Hope Gardens, I have two garden cubes, and then I have the big tower, which is also A Hope. I don't have the Arrow Garden, um, just because I don't. But I think Jacqueline loves the Arrow Garden, right? Um, I think a lot of people like the Mufka. I think it's the 12 pod Mufka. A lot of people like. If you ask me which one I like the most, and this is me talking, right? This is me talking. If I had to choose which brand hydroponic system to purchase, and this is just me, I would get the A Hope Garden. I find that the A Hope Gardens have done me well. Oh, the labels. What was this one? I think it was a giant Marconi. I think. I hope it was, because that's what I'm gonna label it. So that's what I like the most. Um, let's see. You check on them every day. You're planning to purchase one in a few months. You started peppers and tomatoes and hydro last year, and you didn't have the option this year. Okay. You told on yourself, Nichols. Okay. Unique likes the Sunco's. Yeah. So, and that's the other thing that I also realized. Is the bigger you let the plant get, the more it needs, the more water, the more nutrients. So I only let them get a certain size. So giant. So the bigger you let it get, the more it needs. And I think I have the giant Marconis because I want to make myself some paprika. That's it. Thank you for sharing the knowledge because you knew it was eventually going to come down to this. Look, Kizzy hangs out with the cool kids. And so you knew she was going to want one sooner or later, sir. You might as well just go ahead and buy it for her now. Don't make her wait a few weeks. Let her go ahead and let her get it now. Or have her get it now. So I think I'm gonna move where the camera is so you guys can see me transplant or put them down in the pot. You can get a closer look of them. And then I can see the chat better. All right. I'm right. You knew she was gonna want one. So you might as well just go ahead and get it now. Kizzy, you welcome. He gonna go buy that. So we got two giant Marconis here. It now let me tell you, I might do a picture later and post it. It will look sad at first, right? They will look sad at first, but they will stand right back up over time. Uh, let's see what else. People with more than one green stalk. Why didn't you just buy a house instead of looks like the prices of green stalks hell. Listen, you got to catch the green stalks on sale. That's what I say. Good morning, delightful roots. Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. The sun codes is nice when you leave the plants because the light goes up over 2 feet. That's nice. Okay. Nichols, you don't take everything outside. Yeah, I'm not taking everything outside. The only thing that'll be in here is lettuce and maybe some cucumbers. Hey, friend, how are you? Chanel saying anyone thinking about hydroponics, I think you should definitely go for it. It's so much fun watching your plants grow on water. Des is a very good husband. Uh, go ahead and get it. Good morning, Tampa. Good morning. Good morning. You've been watching and studying in secret. You don't got to do it in secret. Do it out loud. Listen, it's no way you ever gonna come to my channel and say that you think you want something for the garden. Me tell you, nope, you don't need that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like if you want it, get it. Right? If you want it, just get it. So I'm probably not the person that you want to go to and ask to talk you out of something. Because I ain't gonna do it. It's only some things that I might, if I think it's like a gimmick, I might say, oh, you don't need that. But for the most part, I'm the wrong person to ask. I am the wrong person to ask. Do I use spring water? I don't. I don't use spring water. I use what do you call it? I use tap. I used to use the water. I used to go to the store and buy water. Right. I stopped because I learned from Mike and a few other gardeners that you don't need to keep buying water. What I do is I get it right from the kitchen. I leave it uncapped for a certain amount of days, and then I store it over to the side uncapped, and then I use regular water in my hydroponic systems at this point. Because buying jugs of water, although they only cost like $1 or so, it adds up over time. You have 7 green stalks, and you just have to be strategic with them. No impulse buys, waits for the right time, and then just execute sales and codes, all the things. You've gotten yours over a 3 to 4 year time frame. There you go. We're gonna encourage your heart's desire over here on this channel. That's right. We're gonna encourage all of that. Ask now when she thinks it's not necessary. Oh, so here's the thing. If I think it's not necessary, I will say no. And the reason why Shelly does that is because she'll send me something and I'll be like, yeah, no, we don't need that. Notice I said we because most of the time if she sent me something, I want it too, so I want to buy it too. Okay. Gimmicks, fish, fertilizers, and green. As I was saying, talk about companies robbing the public. We don't need it. Yeah, it depends. To each his own. So this is what I tell people over here on this channel. You gotta do what's best for you. If you don't want to buy the expensive things, don't, because regular traditional garden works, right? Um, it works. So you got to do what's best for you. If you want something and it's kind of expensive, you can wait for it to go on sale. And a lot of times, so like I didn't used to have all these things. I started out planting in yogurt containers, grape containers, egg cartons, doing the paper towel method. I started doing all those things. So don't think that I have been doing all these, I guess some may say fancy things. I haven't. I've just done them over time. I do the seed trays. These are some of my seed trays. We'll do this tomorrow. I have the green stalk seeding trays. Um, you just gotta do what works for you. For me, I travel a lot. I don't have a lot of time. I want to maximize what I grow. So I have the green stalks. And a caveat to that is some of the green stalks I have and some of the things I have were gifted to me. So who's gonna say no to a gift? You don't say no to gift. Um, And if that's right, Brooke, and if you have the money, spend the money, ball out, get exactly what you want. Don't go get something and be like, well, this is like a green stalk. I want a green stalk, so I'm gonna get something like it. It's not gonna be the same. And so maybe not this gardening season, maybe this gardening season, we'll see. Free is for me too. I would do the cartons and all that other stuff. I would do the cardboard boxes and do no dig and all that other stuff. But guess what? I'm gonna buy what I want. It's my money, right? And I'm gonna accept all the gifts that people give me. If it's something that I really don't want, I'm gonna tell you. So yeah, do a little overtime. One of the things that I've been researching and doing, and the reason why I haven't gotten it yet is because when I do it, I want to do it the right way. Did I freeze? I don't think I froze. Still looks like it's going. Let me check my other phone. Okay, it looks like I'm still going. Perfect. Nichols turned into a full blown gardener. All right, so this one only has one. Another giant Marconi. All right. And I like to be as helpful as I can possibly be. So check out the stem on this one. Very strong. Very strong. Getting it right out of there. Nice and clean. There you go. Out nice and clean. Gonna use this. Help me get it in to the pod here. I'm gonna move you guys in a little closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There you go. So eventually, I'm going to tell you, I want to get some fruit trees, but I also, when I get the fruit trees, I'm going to do it big. So I need to figure out my gardening space, exactly what I want, and then just do it, right? This sponge is not going to go down good enough. Let me lean her over to the side, poke my hole a little bit deeper. All right. So, yeah, and then a lot of people, you have to grow in the needs of which that's best for you. So if you're a small space gardener, I know Lady Miss is a very small space gardener. She has green stalks and containers all on her patio, and she grows a lot of produce, right? I'm not going to say that, overall, as a gardener, I never go to the supermarket because I do. I still go to the supermarket. But if I can help it, I'm going to grow as much as I possibly can. And if I can help it, I'm going to help who I can. If people are interested in gardening and they know me and they say, hey, can you come by and show me how to do something? Absolutely. I'm going to read that comment because I think it's hilarious that Angela just put. Give me 1 second. Let me put this label on here. Um, so, Giant Marconi. I like that comment, Angela. I like it a lot. So, Angela, we might be the same person too. Because if I want it, I'm gonna get it. And so what Angela said was, let me go back. They're 4-inch nursery pots, unique. And the reason why I'm doing 4-inch nursery pots um, is because they're not going to be in the pots for long. These are going in other gardens within the next couple of weeks. If it was going to be, if I was not going to have them in pots longer, I'd have chose bigger nursery pots. So Angela Calloway says, I buy what I want, no matter what the cost. If I like it, I buy it. Green stalks, raised beds, Wesley Snipes soil, and all the things. Listen, we the same. Because if I want it, I'm going to get it. That's what I work for. I work to buy what I want. All the things. That's right, she said. Gonna tell me, oh, Farmer Chad's Live, gotta go. I like that. Thank you, Kizzy. Wesley, listen, when I heard Brooke say Wesley Snipes soil for the first time, on the inside, I lost it because I was trying not to laugh too much on Sprint on live stream. But I agree with that. You and your dog gonna be eating plenty. If you love gardening, you should buy whatever makes you want. That's within your budget. Yep, and makes you happy. It's your garden. That's what I tell people all the time. For me, I'm gonna do what I want. Yeah. Science studies backing up claims. Just be wary on gardening fast without deep diving. Yeah, so I will buy stuff after I've seen people do it. So how many of you guys, and you'll probably hear me say it a lot, right? And I say it to Cece a lot, and I say it to Shelly a lot. I say it on the Garden Guards chat a lot. When they say they're gonna grow something and I think it's interesting, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna wait and watch you grow it first. I'm gonna wait and watch you do it first. Because if you do it and I see you do it, which is why I love when people post videos. If you do it and I see you do it, then guess what? If you do it and people see you do it, 9 times out of 10, if I see it work for you, I'm gonna try it. And if that means I have to purchase something and try it, I might. Oh, your friend found you the Aldi trellis? You gonna have me out at Aldi later. I now you're gonna have to text me and see what it looked like. You squeeze 14 fruit trees in your backyard? Now I can't do 14, but I am gonna get at least 4 or 5. What kind of fruit trees you got? Let me know. I'm trying to find another one that's pretty big that needs to come out. So here's the other thing, right? Clemson spineless okra. I got this one from Unique, I think. I got this one from Unique. It's got to come out of here because it's too big. All right. Send it to Google. Thank you. Uh, Bro Farmer gave a good soil name. He did. It's dark and when it's Wesley Snipes soil. Yeah. Yeah. So here's the okra. I am not gonna put it in the green stalk. There's a certain part of my garden that's gonna have okra. So you watched me do it first, Chanel, and once you saw me do it, then you did it. Okay. So here's the okra, Clemson spineless. It's gonna be a little bit harder to get this one out. And yeah, a little bit harder to get this one out. Let's see. You went heavy on the okra seeds? Yeah. I have some, so and y'all know I like doing tests, right? So I have the okra in the hydroponics, and I'm gonna have these. I am also going to direct sow some okra seeds. So what I did was, some of these roots gonna get torn, but some of them aren't. Check it out. Only some were sacrificed, some were going. So I got quite a few okra seeds from Unique. I'm gonna have to put this in this pot and make the hole bigger. So some are gonna go from seeds, some are gonna be in hydroponics, some are, well, the ones I grow in hydroponics, some are gonna be in pots, some are going to be in the soil, and I'm gonna see which one I like best. The only thing about okra is I feel like sometimes they get extremely tall, so I don't know that the okra that I put in the container is gonna be the most productive for me, but we gonna see. It's gonna be a test. I'm gonna put some in pots, some in. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm essentially trying to wind the roots around because I noticed that it helped with some of the other plants that I transplanted. Chemical soil altercation, as long as the effects are irreversible. Yeah. So, Wickershire, most people on this channel, they believe in feeding their soil, not necessarily like all the nutrients and stuff, but they believe in composting a lot. So I don't think anybody here is really too concerned with the chemicals. A lot of people, um, so here's the thing: a lot of people believe in organic gardening and stuff like that. I'm not sure if there's such a thing as organic gardening, but you can put organic matter in your soil. So like the composting, the weed, what you call it, the weed tea. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but a lot of people are doing those type of things, and so look, they look sad already. Some of these peppers, but they're gonna be all right. We'll just keep putting them over there. You don't like okra, but the plant is pretty. You know what else is, what also is very pretty? Um, what's very pretty are the okra flowers. They are related to the hibiscus plant family, and the hibiscus flowers are also very pretty. Oh yeah, a lot of backyard gardeners do hammer their soil with stuff. Um, and just so y'all know, these plants that we taken out of the hydroponic system within a day or two, after I've gotten them used to being in the soil and everything is standing up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set them outside. They're gonna be out there with everything else, and they're getting out my house. Okay, they're getting out, and it's only gonna be a matter of time. I try not to baby the plants too much, and the reason why they got to get out is because, like I said, I'm not gonna be here for Mother's Day, so they definitely got to get out because some of it got to be planted out before I leave. You know that I normally stick with a hardening off schedule of about a week. We giving these plants 2 to 3 days to harden off. And I have so many plants that if they die, they die. Okay? Because I got something to replace them with. So if they want to live, they better act right. You hear me? They better act right because I got replacements. So that's why they're getting out of my house. Okay? So let me just get some more of the soil here. All right. Trying to get as much as possible. Speed this process up. And then I also got to add water to these hydroponic systems. And then I also got to, yeah, I'm running a strict program over here. They better act right or they got to go because they got replacements. So that's what I tell my plants. Like I do talk to them. I try to talk to them nice because y'all viewers be getting on me like, why are you so mean to them plants? Guy, if you want to over here, you're going outside. You can't stay in my house. You're not welcome to stay inside the house. You're welcome to stay on this property, just not inside the house. Hey Tamiko, you can even see what's upcoming for the week. Yep. Okay. So the potting soil requires bi-weekly feedings? Maybe. I don't think I'll do mine bi-weekly. I'm trying to figure out which plants are the biggest to come out of here. Thank you, the Nichols, for telling everybody to hit the like button. I'm trying to see. Okay, I think this one is the tallest one. This one comes out next. I see something back here. There are two of these. I don't know what this is. This is a Scotch bonnet. So the Scotch bonnet always makes the challenge. I also make pepper sauce with Scotch bonnet. So check this out. The roots are like pretty. Got two Scotch bonnets here. I'm still talking about that Aldi trellis. Y'all gonna make me go shopping, and that was not in the plans for today. What do I make with the purple reaper? Pepper flakes for the squirrels. I do not consume it. But some people could make sauce with it. Just be careful. Even be careful with touching the fruit from those type of plants, friend, because sometimes the oil from the um, fruit itself, the peppers, can be a little hot, and you don't want to touch your eyes, right? All right, cut that out. This is my Scotch bonnet, two of them. All right, we're gonna do this exercise again. Thanks for letting you know. You're welcome. I'm not out here trying to get you. All right, so you see I'm taking it from the bottom, and the reason why I'm doing this, because like I said before, I want to get it as equal as possible. I did not learn this from anybody. This is just what I have learned works for me. And I already know that they are going to be sad coming out of this. They're going to be all leaned over. All right, here we go. Scotch bonnet. One here, one here. All right. Nikki's in the chat. I see somebody say howdy OCD. If you're in the chat, good morning. How are you? Trying to get these Scotch bonnets in here because these will go inside of the enclosure if they had not started pouring cement this morning. If they had not poured cement, we would go out there and I will show you what I planted. So now that just means that if you're not a member, then you pretty much have to wait for the garden tour. But this morning, when I was doing my members only video, I did go in to let everybody see what was in the enclosure. If you're new here, please take a moment to check out the moderators channels. There you go. Shelly or Cece or whoever is available, go in and drop down the moderators that have channels. Drop their channels in the chat for me. I need to do some labels for the Scotch bonnet. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Shelly. All right. Let me write my labels. You can't wait? Yeah, so we started. There are peppers in the enclosure. There's a pepper outside of the enclosure. We're going to put some in some pots. Got two Scotch bonnets. And I'm only going to have one here. And the other ones go to different homes. That man almost fell back there. In the cement. How about that? So just packing in over. I like to squeeze the soil around the roots. and the pot that I put in there. Like I said, I'll probably post a picture of how sad they look at first, and then I will go back and post another picture when they start standing back up. One of them already looks sad. I'm gonna rearrange things. And I'm also gonna put water down inside of this 1020 tray over here. I'm running out of space in this one. Running out of space. So before we end stream today, there was something that I wanted to do, which was thank you, Angela Calloway. So you see here the cucumber. We're gonna pick it. Do I have anything to put it on? I don't. It's okay. Clean this off. Check it out. All right. I left off a tag. Okay. Got my little quick snack. Y'all know I'm going in the house to wash this off because I'm gonna be right back. So I got one. Y'all remember that other plant that I had that didn't have anything? I'm putting one of those cucumbers outside, but I'm gonna grow some quick snack inside. Taste it now without washing it off. I don't know about that, Shelly. Why not? Why would I not rinse it off? Yeah, it's 2 hours. We're almost at it. 2 minutes. Am I scared? I'm not scared. Why would you say that, Shelly? Because you know I don't like to be challenged. I gotta be brave. All right. Mm, tastes like cucumber. It's pretty good. I did it. No need for the peer pressure. I got it. All right. And to go with it, let me see. Give me a little tiny tomato. Good. Only thing I'm missing is the lettuce. So let me just tell y'all. This means that I'm about to plant some more quick snack because I need more than one quick snack cucumber. Hug Shelly. Don't be hugging Shelly after she just tried to call me a chicken. That's not right. Okay. So I gotta water this one. A little funnel here. This one needs water. You saw me put the Maxi Bloom um in here. And like I said, I wanted to get on live and kind of tell y'all that before I was just using, yeah, that's a quick snack, Sylvia. Before I was just using A and B. Don't spill this, Chad. Before I was just using A and B. But then I started switching over. I had a conversation with another gardener that told me to try the Maxibone. And even the tomato tastes so much more flavorful. So I'm pretty sure it's because of the nutrients in the Maxibone. What I'm gonna do is because I have fruiting, you need those for winter, yeah. What I'm gonna do is because I don't want this to sit, this meaning this water, I'm going to I'm gonna use this outside on some of the fruiting plants outside. So I would say a salad cucumber. Yeah, you could definitely slice it up and use it in a salad. That is for sure. So I do know that after today's stream, I'm probably gonna pop some more quick snack cucumbers. Um, by tomorrow, I think all these plants will be outside of the. I'm gonna have them potted up. But let me just show y'all real quick what the plants look like that we transplanted. Some of them are already looking kind of sad. Let me show y'all if I can get over here. So they already look sad, but by tomorrow they'll be standing tall all over again. So you see over there, look sad already. They're all gonna bow at some point. They're all gonna bow at some point, but they all end up standing right back up. And then after today, after I transplant everything out and everything is just back up to standing tall, what I'm gonna do is sit them outside and I'll bring you back over again. Let me show you the outside plants. Some plants that were in hydroponic have already been planted out in the garden. Sorry, y'all. Some have already been planted out in the garden, but here are some of the ones that are left. You see I'm hardening them off. Here are ones that are left, and some are going to go in another garden this weekend. So we're doing pretty good over here. I don't want to bump into anything. So yeah, we're doing pretty good over here with all of the hydroponics and the planting and the raised bed and the green stalks. We're gonna be doing great. Looks like they're done pouring the pavement. So soon you guys will see me replace things and do all the other things. But thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll be back at the top of the morning tomorrow, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you all for your likes. Thank you for the super chats. We'll be back tomorrow and doing all the things. Good morning, Stony. We're just leaving out. Everybody go in, plant a seed, do something great today, and enjoy your day. So until tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.